What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Climb Together podcast. I'm your host, Tony Scorpio, with my co-host, Deception. Deception, say hi.
Yep.
What a week it has been. This is episode number 95. And if you guys remember correctly, our last episode was going over everything that was going to be in Black Ops 6 that released last Friday, unless you went to New Zealand. And let me tell you guys, I'm loving it. I'm loving it a lot. This, yeah. Deception has been on that zombies grind.
I have almost 2 days played already.
Uh-huh. Deception has been grinding zombies. Like, there's no tomorrow. Tell them about it, Deception. Brag about your grinding.
Well, I have all ARs and SMGs gold in zombies right now. I just hit Prestige 2 last night. Now I'm gonna be working on pistols and melee at the same time. As I go through Prestige 2. I'm gonna be working on getting all the guns gold first because that's like the longest part of the challenge. Because basically for the rest of the challenges, I can probably do them in one game.
Nice.
So.
Nice. What are the gold challenges for zombies?
The gold challenge, I don't know if it's the same on every gun because obviously like there's melees and stuff, and those are different. But for a lot of the bullet guns, it's just get 10 kills rapidly 15 times, which is not difficult to do at all when there's so many zombies spawning.
I gotcha. And then, like, diamond, is it, like, still an easy thing to get?
I haven't really looked into the diamond challenges yet. I'm pretty sure they're probably easy. I think on the ARs you have to do, I don't know if it's the same for SMGs, but I know on the ARs you have to do special zombie eliminations. I don't know exactly what they mean by that. I don't know if they mean like special in general, as in elites and like the vermin and all the parasites and all that, or it's just vermin and parasites. I don't know. I'll have to test it or see if anybody knows, but we'll find out.
It probably should be that, because then there's elite zombies for Nebula. I pulled it up.
I've just been kind of like looking at the challenges as I go through them.
I mean, the first, like, the one thing that I like about the camo grind for this game is, like, the first, the military camos, you know, it's a grind, right? Like, 2,000 critical kills for zombies and 100 headshots for multiplayer. That's a bit of a grind, you know? My headshot percentage rate is, like, 30%. Maybe better.
Not bad.
But that's what I'm going for them.
My headshot percent on zombies is high because they're all defenseless and they can't do anything when I shoot them in the head.
So, like, but you have to get at least 2,000 kills, right, of zombies to get.
It takes me about 2 games to get headshots done. I usually can get headshots done in 2 games.
But it's like 2 games to 30 some, right? Like, that's usually like.
Yeah, I usually exfil on either 31 or 36 because after that, most of the guns are falling off and there's not really a point. You're not getting a whole bunch of XP. Like, one of the things, if you want to exfil, if you want to exfil kind of early, if you want to XP grind in zombies, because even though high rounds bring a bunch of zombies, I think the XP goes down pretty far because I've been hearing that people haven't been getting a ton of XP from high rounds. But that could be like all of that stuff. Like, we have to keep in mind the game hasn't been out very long, and like sometime over the weekend there was like when they dropped the whole patch that did like an XP little XP grind update where they changed some things. It kind of like broke zombies for like a span of about 12 hours.
Oh,
So it's like who knows if people were doing it during that or whatever, but it's all like a work in progress. We're all like kind of I think like I mean it's on the multiplayer side too, but I think especially with zombies because zombies changes so much every game. We're like learning things on the fly. Like
mm-hmm.
just yesterday, people started finding out that there's a zombie counter limit in the game. You can only have 250 zombies per round. Um, which for like high rounds and stuff, that's great because that means high rounds can go longer because then I mean, it depends because obviously like how long it takes you to go through a round and whatever, but um, but essentially there's not going to be much difference between the first round that you hit the zombie round limit and like however long of a round you get to. Like
Mm-hmm.
highest round I've seen is I saw somebody on like in the 250s over the weekend, but
Yeah. I also looked at the leaderboards and a lot of people were capped out at 256. I don't know if that's like a leaderboard error
that's
or like
most likely a leaderboard thing.
because like I saw like at least 5 or 6 people that were 256, which is pretty odd for that like high like for like high rounders to for them all to be on the same thing unless it's like a game related scenario. But I mean, listen, man, you're on the grind. I personally, I don't know. Like, I don't think I've seen anyone with as many camos as you on zombies.
Yeah, I was looking it up. I was looking at I mean obviously like there could be some like absolute demon that just isn't posting camo progress or
Mm-hmm.
anything. But like I was looking it up on Twitter like a couple days ago when I was at like 10 out of 33 and the closest I saw anybody at on that was posting on Twitter was like 9 out of 33. So who knows? I might end up being one of the first in the world to get it.
Well, let me see. Well, because people always do multiplayer first. I mean, there's people doing it. Let me see. Oh, nope, someone did.
I think it's going to be great whenever I do finish it though cuz like for one I'll have the advantage of having attachments going into multiplayer and for two
Mm-hmm.
it'll be really sick running the nebula camo and then like people in the lobby will be like, "Well, how does this guy have nebula camo? What?"
Yeah. There's a few people grinding for it. I see. I don't know though. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I haven't seen anybody that like I follow or like any like validated like all the ones are like from like day one, but like nobody even got dark matter on day one, like
It's
other
just
than
really difficult to look at a lot of that stuff, especially leaderboard wise, because there's definitely a lot of there's definitely a lot of cheaters. Like
cheaters, people that
they
are just
definitely
like
haven't
hack
done
like
any like regular leaderboard wipes
yeah.
because I've seen a lot of people who have absolutely outrageous numbers for the game only being like 5 days old.
And like the race I want to say that the race accounts count, but they really don't because it's not one person doing it. You know, it's multiple people grinding 24/7, which I feel like it's not taking the validity, I guess, of the race part of it cuz like that's like the point of the race to best prestige is like these teams of people grinding together to be the first one to master prestige. But I feel like it's more credible when an individual does it by themselves.
I just feel like they should split it up into team and solo because they know that like teams are always going to go for it and they're going to be the first because they have people playing all the time
Yeah.
on the same account. But like they should really like look at the people that are doing it solo. Like I don't know who's gotten the furthest on solo, but I
I
know
think it's
Cole
Havoc.
Havoc
I think
is
it's
just
Havoc is
he
the
is
first
going
solo.
crazy.
I think Havoc is definitely the one that's been
I
the
know Reed
furthest.
Boy is playing solo, and I mean, obviously he's a camo grinder, but he was going for camos And I saw him post last night that he was Prestige 6, so.
These men have not showered. There's no way.
Reed Boy has been live for like 120 hours straight. That guy has not went. That guy has probably not stopped playing very much since it came out.
All right, let's see here. 1 hour ago, he reached Prestige 6. This is him
Yeah,
solo. Now, let's look up Colt Havoc. People.
I low-key didn't even know that Havoc was doing a solo grind until
I
I
don't
saw
know
that
either.
video of him taking that guy hostage and like.
Oh, he hasn't posted
Such a
on.
good-
He hasn't posted at all on his Twitter. Hold on.
Bro's probably not even had time. He's probably just been
I'm
grinding.
pulling up his Twitch real quick. He's Prestige 7. He's number 1, I think.
Dude, imagine he gets there solo before the Optic race team gets there
They're
together.
on. I think they're on 8 or 9 right now. From what I saw. Hold on, let me pull up Scum
I
stream.
wonder if they're just gonna go until they hit Prestige Master, or if they're gonna go to 1,000. I doubt they will, but it'd be kind of fun to see that
I think
happen.
they should. I think they said that they were going to. They're on Prestige 9 right now. The Optic, the race.
I mean, it has been very, very quick that they've been doing this, so I could easily see them like kind of abandon the whole "we're all locked in" thing and just do more of a general like hex quarters. We're going to level 1,000 stream
Yeah.
after they hit Prestige Master.
Yeah, because I think Doomclan already has hit Prestige Master, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that right now. Let me do. Clan. All right, let me see here. Yeah,
Prestige Master in
they.
less than a week is crazy, bro.
Well, 23 hours ago said ninth Prestige the home stretch. Um, that was 23 hours ago though. There's no way like.
They probably are close to 10, if not 10
Let
already.
me pull up the Twitch. Let me see.
The interesting thing about like the leveling in this game is that um, the reason why it feels like it takes so long after you get to like 35 or 40 is because it takes 1.1 million XP to prestige. It takes 550,000 XP to get from level 1 to 40, but it takes that same exact amount of XP to get from 40 to 55.
I feel like that makes sense. Yes, my love.
Like it's just crazy, bro. I mean, like getting XP in this game, especially in zombies, like I feel like zombies grants you pretty good XP, but I don't know. I feel like multiplayer might be a little bit better. It actually might be a little bit closer since they've ran this XP patch through, but I definitely think that the XP numbers I think are a little bit closer between zombies and multiplayer now because decoys don't count for XP and you can't just be chucking decoys everywhere. I don't know if decoys counted for XP in zombies or not though. That is a question.
I don't know. But I pulled up the stream and they're Prestige Master right now. I think they're grinding
Oh,
levels.
straight up just
Yeah.
ran straight through them.
Yeah. Hold on. They're playing through the best replay. I'll be able to get their level in just a second. Okay, I gotta go. I love you. Alright, I love you too. Can I have one hug?
It'll be so
What is this
interesting when
hand?
a lot of these like
What is
more solo
that?
players
Don't worry
get
about it.
to level 1,000.
Don't worry about it.
I want to get to level 1,000 real bad.
Oh yeah, me too. I've never been Prestige Master because by the time I started grinding it,
I'm Prestige Master.
you're Prestige Master.
I don't know what that means.
Versus, okay, they're Prestige Master level 47 based off of that. So that's where Doomclan is, and they're currently, I think, in the lead. So
Wait, they're Prestige Master level 47. Did they reset you to 1 when you
Very
max
confused
Prestige
about
Master?
this.
I think so. I don't know. Or they could be prestige.
Because that didn't happen in the old games. In the old games, you just went from 55 to 56, and you just went on. If they reset you to level 1, that's crazy, bro.
I don't know. I honestly do not know. It. Um, I just caught like the end of it. I don't know. I didn't. It actually was that the Prestige Master
I'm gonna look.
logo. I don't know. I'm confused. Anyway, but I definitely think they're in the lead right now. Anyway, I think according because this morning, I think Call of Duty actually tweeted out the race to Prestige. Did you send that to me or did I see that on my feed?
I don't think I sent that to you.
Okay, well, I probably saw it on my feed. Call of Duty. But
Yeah, I think they're Prestige 10, so they're like dangerously close to Prestige Master.
okay. They're so close. They're definitely probably going to be the first ones. I mean, they're already like a prestige ahead of Optic. Like, they're not even in, I mean, Optic's not even in an official race, which is weird to me for some reason, but. Oh, Pitt's team is first.
Aren't those the people that were using the VPN though? There was a team that got called out for using the VPN.
Looks like they're a Spanish team.
It was funny because I saw a clip of like Scump ran into those guys that were using the VPN in like one of their games. And like somebody in the people in the chat were calling him out, and like they were like, "Yo, you're playing against the VPN guys," and he was like, "Oh, these are the Bangladesh players."
Yeah, I guess they're still first. I mean, I don't even know who any of these guys are, but one of them's in omit.gg. Well, not that, but omit.
Okay.
He's a Warzone player for omit. 16. No shot. These guys can't be legit. They all have like under 1,000 followers.
There was a guy. There's a 16-year-old challengers player right now that was like tearing up the pros last night in that flank tournament.
Nice. Yeah, I love it when these kickoff tournaments go on. So great.
Rumor is the Optic Dynasty is playing in the flank tournament that's going to be on
November
Friday.
1st, yeah.
I'm excited. I would love to see them play. Krim's been playing 8s. So
yeah, I
they're
mean,
getting ready.
they are indeed. Ready to see it though. I don't know, man. I've just got like this. I've been wanting to play so bad, and then like I've got not only this itch to play, but this itch to create. And as long as my PC keeps up this time, I think I might actually be able to stick it through. Because I mean, I liked Modern Warfare 3. I just could not play because of my PC. But then I made some upgrades, so hopefully, I'll be able to do it. And I've already gotten one video out, within the first week, So I'm killing it, I guess.
Dude, I really like have the urge to play multiplayer, but like I gotta get the zombie stuff first. I would love to be like the person that's like, I got Nebula camo, but I've never played multiplayer. Like I have 0 stats in multiplayer.
You're like, I got Nebula though. That's what matters. And then you're gonna go over to multiplayer and then grind that out next. I mean, you're almost there. You've been no lifing the game for 4 or 5 days. 4 to 5 days?
Well, I've only
6
gotten
days?
the ARs and SMGs gold, but that's over a third of the guns. So,
Well, yeah, there's only like 2 knives, 2 launchers. Like, there's only 2 of a bunch of the other ones, and 4 maybe. But
I'm actually very intrigued to try the melees because I've heard a lot of stuff about how melee macchiato can affect your melee damage and stuff. So I'm very intrigued to see how the melees perform.
Yeah, me too. Now that I actually know how to use my dedicated melee.
True.
Like, just for everyone, PSA. If you're like, hey, how the frick do I use my dedicated melee? Don't worry, I got you. You just hold down the melee button and it'll pop out. Did it take me till yesterday and Deception telling me to find out? Yes, it did. But you know what? Now I know. And now you know too. So, yeah. There's that.
I was like talking about my knife, and she was like, "How do I get my knife?"
I was like, oh, how do I do this, guys? But no, overall, like I'm really loving the game. I think anyone that's talking like too much crap about the game just needs to go outside for a little bit. I've been playing it at like a moderate amount. I only have like 6 or 7 hours of gameplay, which is still a lot comparison to like the 9 to 5 homies, but still, I do have a job where I work like 30 hours a week. Plus, I'm a full time student, so like I can't play every single day. But I think taking a break and not playing it allows you to enjoy it more while you play it. So if you feel like you're like, dang, yeah, this game's trash. Take a minute, go outside, touch some grass, then come back inside after a few hours and play again and see how you feel.
I will say a lot of the zombies reviews are very astounding to me compared to what people were thinking pre-launch.
How so?
There's a lot of people that were just thinking the game would just be exactly like Cold War and nothing much would change, or like the maps wouldn't be that great, especially like Liberty Falls. Like people, I mean, granted, it's kind of justified because they let them play Liberty Falls for so long that everybody thought it was just going to be the easiest map in the world. But Black Ops 6 Zombies is actually pretty freaking difficult. I mean,
Tell me about it.
the fact that there are Easter egg speedrunners and like hardcore zombies players that are super good at like every other game and they're dying in the Easter egg boss fights, like it's crazy. And like I've heard so many rave reviews about zombies, it's actually really cool. Like I love seeing that people are enjoying zombies.
Me too.
Um
I love.
like I know
I'm
like
enjoying
one of
it.
the crazy things is like I watched I got recommended this last night. I watched it. Moist Critical made a COD review video. Bro, like straight dogged on campaign. He dogged on multiplayer for the most part. But like he had nothing bad to say about zombies. He was like, I'm loving zombies. This is great.
Yeah. Um.
I just think it's great. I mean, especially like with Liberty Falls, because I think a lot of people, like I said, after COD XP, thought it would just be some super easy map, not much to do. It would just be like a casual, like grind map, like,
Mhm.
and it still is like it's an easy camo grind map. I mean, it's easy to set up. There's no power quests. There's like nothing like that. It is a pretty freaking easy map on the surface, but there are so many freaking. We're still finding out side Easter eggs for it. Like everybody talked about how Terminus had the most side Easter eggs. Liberty Falls arguably has just as many.
Dude, I
There
did
are
the disco
so many
one.
side Easter eggs, bro.
I did the disco one yesterday. That was cool. I didn't really get to enjoy it in its full form, mainly because I messed it up the first time, and then I was on a vermin round, so they didn't dance. They were just wanted
Oh
to kill me, and then the zombies danced for like 2 seconds, and that was it. But I'll try it again the next time I play.
yeah, it's just like I just love that because like I feel like a lot of people didn't think there would be a lot to do and there wouldn't be a lot to the map. And we're just finding so many cool
Yeah, and there's
things.
like
Like
so many different
they
like
took
intel
so
things
much
too.
time to just throw all the side Easter eggs into this and just make it as fun of a map as possible.
Yeah.
Like I mean, like you have like the pool tables where you can get a free 100 points from shooting them. You have like the vending machine on Liberty Falls that you can like melee and get stuff every single round.
Deception thought they
Um,
patched it, but he was just doing it wrong.
there's a couple other like crazy ones. Like there's like even though there's not a dead shot perk machine on the map, you can get a free dead shot. Um, there's the Mangler cannon, shoot the black and gold car, and it'll give you some. I got a jet gun out of it yesterday. Like
Yeah. I saw some. Was it?
I
So
did the vending machine. Fun fact: last night I was playing. I did the vending machine thing, and I was on like round 3, and I got a juggernaut can from it.
nice, nice. Just a quick sidebar deception. I realized I have a workshop that I have to go to at 1 o'clock, so we have to end at like 45, so I can make it down there in time. Just so you know. So as far as like the Call of Duty League is concerned, though, we have not really had like a lot. I guess. I mean, there's been a couple announcing of rosters.
I will say for CDL for the league itself, the year's looking great. For all the stuff I've heard, the year's looking fantastic.
Yeah.
But the map pool and like the game itself is looking a little rough.
Yeah, I think the map pool is like the main thing.
We desperately need really good maps in season one. Like I don't care if they're new maps. I don't care if they're like if they bring standoff raid all that back. That we need better maps in season one. The game mechanically is going to be insane for the CDL. It's going to be so fun to watch. But like we need better maps.
I think with a couple maps they're gonna be, I think it's gonna be good. We did have a couple team announcements though over the weekend. We had Cloud9 Call of Duty, C9 New York. This is my home team. We've got Sib, Mac, Kremp, Tatch, and then their coaches, the recently retired Accuracy. I think that's gonna be a good squad though. I mean,
I
they
had a
definitely
feeling that accuracy would end up coaching. I mean,
Yeah.
apparently he helped Optic before champs, so I do think that accuracy has the potential to be a really good coach. So I like to see him in a coaching role. The only person on that roster I'm kind of worried about is Crimp, but other than that, they got a pretty good freaking team.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think they could definitely compete.
for sure. And then Attach, he's got to get his piece of the pie. You know what I mean? He's like teetering on like retiring as well, so hopefully,
Yeah, I would low-key love to see Attach get another chip on his shoulder
Yeah.
for this.
for sure. And then
Like-
Royal Ravens.
Because it's been a little bit since Attach won an event.
It has been. He's just gotten like really crappy teams the past few years.
Dude, that's kind of like how all the pros go. When they're starting to get a little on the older side, it just feels like everybody just throws them to the wayside.
Yeah.
It's like everybody starts going to these like bad teams because they got nowhere else to go.
Because all these teams want these like fresh, hot young guns that are making some moves. Carolina Royal Ravens also announced their roster. It is Gwen, Slasher, TJ Haley, and Vivid.
That's actually a pretty good team, to be honest.
Yeah.
The only one I'm a little worried about is Vivid. Like, because Vivid seems like late since Cold War. He was great in Cold War, but he's been pretty inconsistent since then.
Yeah.
If Vivid is pretty good, that team is actually pretty good, to be honest.
They definitely could be contenders, I mean, for sure. And then the Boston Breach has Purge, Snoopy, Awakening, and Cammy.
That one's going to be, that's scary. That team's either going to be pretty okay or they're going to be horrible.
Yeah. I mean, that's
If
just
Awakening
the
plays
Breach
like he did last year, they're going to suck.
I mean, that's just the Boston Breach in general. I mean, they're either really good, they're either decent for a while, and then they just like fall off for the rest of the season. But last year, oh my
I
god,
have zero idea why they picked up Purge, to be honest. After his performance on Legion last year, I don't know why they picked that guy up.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that guy is great. Like when he's like so streaky. Like when he's good, he can be really good. Like he legitimately can be the best player in the lobby sometimes. But he is really bad way more than he's really good.
Yeah. And then we've got the Vegas Falcons, which took over with the Falcons GG team, took over Vegas, and then no more Legion anymore. So I mean, we have like a whole new team in the mix now from like a totally different part of the world. So I mean, they are based in Vegas, but their players are not. So that'll be interesting to see how they compete. I mean, they didn't do so great on the world stage, but the Legion's always
it's
been
really
kind of a shitty
odd.
team.
Like I like that they're taking a chance on these players, but honestly, I feel like this team is going to be the worst team in the league.
I don't know. Boston Breach is still in the league, so you never know.
Yeah, but even Boston Breach would probably beat the heck out of these people. Like, I'm not saying that they're like the worst players in the world, but like they really did not do good at EWC, and I don't really see that changing for the first year of the CDL.
Who knows? Maybe it's a learning curve. And then we've got the Toronto Ultra roster, which is Insight, Kleenex, which they were on the roster last year. They've been pretty ultra based for a while. Then we've got Joe DeCease coming over from LA Thieves, and then we've got Beans. Um,
The Joe Deceives pickup is massive for them.
yeah,
That guy showed up in the last half of the year for Thieves. He is like that guy is so good
he
when
definitely
when
has
he
like
is
some really
good.
good potential if he has the right people around him. I think last year on Thieves there just wasn't enough leadership. It was still like a really young team, and like Cammy's like he kind of wasn't there. He was there for like the first like stage, but then he got benched. So I mean the leadership really wasn't there in the team last year, because Ghosty only had like 1 year. Used to like just freshly out of being a rookie in the pro scene. So but I think with Joe around like Kleenex and Insight, he could definitely pop off for sure.
I definitely think that if there is going to be a team that has the potential to win an event outside of the top three, Ultra are one of the best contenders. To me, to be honest,
Yeah. And Cloud9. I feel like Cloud9 could make something happen. I definitely think it's gonna be um
even though it hasn't
like
been announced, that rumored Gentlemates roster could make some noise too.
mm-hmm.
Because they have 3 of that NYSL core that won champs in 2023. I think if that team is actually like a thing, which it be most likely is, then they'll be really good. I think.
Mm-hmm. And then I mean I think it's still gonna be like top three teams will be Optic, Phase, and Thieves, which is a good. I mean, having Thieves up there in the top three consistent, like that's awesome. We haven't had that in a long time. They haven't had that in a long
Yeah, we
time, but they
really haven't
definitely
seen the Thieves consistently compete that well at all. Like
yeah.
even in BO4 when they were good, it took them a while to get going. And like in Vanguard, they started off really bad, and then they got good.
I don't know. Nate Shot's investing everything he has in this roster. I mean, he even took a pay cut to get these guys. To get these guys.
Yeah, bro lost $200,000 just to get this team going.
Yeah. So he wants it bad, and they know he wants it bad. So that's gonna be awesome to see. And then I think it's gonna be probably like C9 NY, Cloud9 NY, and then Toronto being like the fourth and fifth team. They're gonna be kind of like mid, and then everyone else is just gonna be fighting for last.
I would if that Gentlemates roster is real, I would say them, Toronto, and New York are probably the next 3.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say they're completely locked in because there's a lot that could happen between the bottom 9 teams,
Mm-hmm.
but I think they're most consistently probably going to be the next 3. But like the rest of the teams are just fighting back there.
Yeah, they're fighting for eighth.
Who knows what's
All
going to
right,
happen?
fighting for 7th and 8th. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be an interesting year with Omni Movement. I think we're gonna see a lot of awesome plays. If the smokes work well and they can get the smokes to be good, I'd love to see some sniping again. I miss sniping in comp, especially with Dashy. That man's is nasty with the sniper. You see some quick scope, you know, trick shotting up in the CDL stage. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think Deception and I both have a lot planned for this game. I mean, obviously we have the podcast. We've got 5 more episodes to episode 100. We've got like a couple weeks until our 3-year anniversary stream. Well, 3-year anniversary podcast episode, which is awesome. I mean, I didn't think we were gonna get this far, especially with how inconsistent I've been. But it feels great that we're here and we're getting there, and we've been so consistent for the last few months. This is really the highlight of my weeks. A highlight of my week.
Sure.
So it's good. It's good to be doing this again. Um, but yeah, I mean, like personally, me, I'm gonna be posting 3 times a week. For the next few months at least. I've got a lot of different ideas with Cold War and X Defiant, and then podcasts every Wednesday. I don't know what Deception's got planned other than grinding zombies. I keep
Or
telling him he's got to
grind.
get on YouTube, man. I keep telling him. I'm vouching for you guys, but he just doesn't want it. Or he does. He's just not telling me.
Could be possible.
Possible. You heard it here, folks. It's possible. I don't know. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I don't know. I don't think there's anything. I don't know. I mean, I've just been grinding Black Ops 6 like crazy.
We've been no
It's
lifing.
great.
I mean, this game, I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. I'm already on my third gun, trying to get gold, in multiplayer, and that's only after playing for, a few hours, so comparatively, and those headshots, I suck at headshots. I really do. I was gonna get another one today, but then I have this. Forgot that I had this workshop, and I need these workshops to graduate, or I would not go. But alas, they will not let me graduate without doing these. So they have indeed held people back for for not doing them. But I think probably gonna call it here then. If you have nothing else to add, thank you guys so much for being here today. I appreciate every single one of you. Nice little short and sweet one today. We did a long one last week, so I feel like it's only fair that we do a short one this week. We'll probably have more for you next week, but we've just been like grinding Call of Duty. There really isn't anything else to our lives at this point. And then we'll give you a little bit more meat on the podcast next week, and then we've got an episode. We've got an episode 100 coming up, and I can't remember, but I think we were gonna do something. I don't really know though. We'll see, I guess, on that one. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But yeah, also tomorrow, if you guys are listening to this on 10/30/24, we're doing a stream on the Scorpion Syndicate podcast. It's Halloween stream. We're playing Phasmophobia. I'm doing the Bean Boozled challenge every time I die, except for it's the fiery edition, so I'm gonna be like dying over here. So if you guys want to see that, pull up to the Scorpion Syndicate channel and watch me suffer on Halloween. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. Appreciate you. If you guys are watching on Twitch, make sure you guys follow both of our channels. If you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure you guys subscribe and like the video. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Deception, say bye.
Bye.
See you guys next time. Peace.